TempleOS. It's a 64-bit operating system for the IBM PC, and I'm Terry Davis. The command line feeds into a C compiler, so these are integers. I could say print, but there's a shortcut, %d, return I guess. And I can say count to 10, and I is 11. That's what we returned. This is a 64-bit assembly. This is 64-bit assembly. It compiles. It's not an interpreter. So the directory command looks like that. I added C++ default arguments. Then I said, do I really need parentheses? And so that's how we got to here. Now, you can move up off the bottom, and I'll say, hello world, escape. And then, since it's a C compiler, you say, anyway, since you move up off the bottom, let's go ahead and add, so this is this is not text mode. It's drawing the text by hand. We can add graphics into our source code. I'm gonna do, let's see, make sprite. Let's do some circles. How about, oops, I did. So these are vectors. So if we say width 5, let's do color red, color blue, color green, color yellow. I have to be careful, it's probably a trademark. Anyway, so we have graphics and source. Let me go ahead and I'm going to do a trick. You can copy these on the clipboard. So I just redid them as identical size. And I'm going to shift them. Okay. Well, anyway, now we put in our Control R pointer to sprite. Let's go ahead and I'm going to shift the origin. Shift origin. Okay, now let's see what this does. So now we say directory, and I'm going to hit enter, include. Okay, so the command line feeds into a C compiler. So since moving up is not, I wanted command history, so Control M goes to a document, and this is supposed to be like command history. So I go to the games directory. So it changed directory and did a directory. So Control M is these are macros, and these are macros with these are sprites with macros. So for example, vroom, the payload is include. So the source code has sprites in it. These are 3D meshes. Okay, anyway, so we can add a let's go ahead and add a macro. Add macro, click me, and let's say count to 40. Character turn, escape. So now if I click on here, it put count. Count is our horizontal function. Okay, so now TempleOS is God's official temple. If you press F7, God will talk. Those are my happy words. The words you guys, these are the words you guys get. So here's the Holy of Holies. So VMware now has sound. Anyway, so you get out of prayer what you put into it. So you're supposed to praise God. So I'll praise God for, I like, how about sunbeams? How about dust in sunbeams? Or what do you call it? Fabric. For they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens which ye have chosen. For ye shall be as an oak whose leaf fadeth, and whose garden that hath no water. And the strong shall be as tow, and the maker of it as a spark. And they shall both burn together, and none shall quench them. And the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. So anyway, here's the 8-core flight simulator. Anyway, so you're supposed to dive for fish. This is my favorite game at the moment. So it's really easy for beginners to make games. It's delightful. I'm going to draw a there, I just drew a line on the screen. Anyway, so that's a quick tour